Ba-da-da-da-da. Ba-da-da-da-da. See ya. Wake up and rise, open your eyes. It's breakfast with the Thomases, the ultimate prize. Mental Wellness Monday, work it out Wednesday, pay it forward Friday, we're seizing the day. Digital finance, unlearning a love, serving food the world goes to, rising as the beat and it's Eastern on P2G TV. Breakfast with the Thomases, come eat with me.
All right, Grand Rising, welcome to another Mental Wellness Monday. I am your host, Alvin Thomas, otherwise known as the Gold Banker. Ms. Ruby will be with us in just a moment. Oh, we got a show. This is not a show, I'm sorry. We got some serious information for you guys today. And you know, one of the things we always tell you is, don't believe a thing we tell you. Just go get your research. Go check our research and come back. And if you find something that we said that isn't correct, let us know. Because this is a gradually progressing and growing program. Oh man, here we go. Shout out to the NYFD, sorry. You know, they always run away, but whenever we come on, they come on. And I'm just glad to be here. We had a good weekend this weekend. A lot of things happened. A lot of things were good. One of the things we tell you guys always be in the space with us. It's going to be an exciting Mental Wellness Monday. So, just real quick, I'm going to share with you guys. You know, let me ask you, why do the banks want you so avid to have you put your funds in their accounts? Why they're so happy to have you put the money in their account? Well, you know what? Let's have a conversation. Let's talk about it. But what we're going to do first, we're going to hit you with a video. And I want you guys to pay close attention and get ready. Here we come.
What are you doing?
Looking for the play button.
Hi, everybody.
One of the biggest lies banks tell us is that our money grows in our bank accounts. The truth is, while money grows in number because of the interest, it doesn't grow in value or in real terms. With inflation soaring through the roof and bank interest lagging way behind, keeping cash in the bank is actually burning a hole in your pocket. In this video, we will tell you 6 assets that will stop this wealth erosion and help you create intergenerational wealth. 1. God's money. Gold, silver, and platinum. One of the biggest reasons why money is considered valuable is because it is used to store value for the future. However, governments today print more and more money to finance their deficits. Therefore, you never know when that piece of paper you call the dollar will become worthless. This is why financial gurus recommend investing in something valuable that is scarce and can't easily be created. This is the biggest reason why the rich have a portion of their portfolio always reserved for precious metals. Precious metals such as gold, silver, and platinum will always rise in value when inflation rips through the ceiling. Before the 1950s, an ounce of gold could be bought for $400. In 2023, the same ounce is priced above $2,000. And according to Prime XBT's gold forecasts, this is supposed to go up to $10,000 by 2032. That is, in about 10 years, your gold investments will be 5 times what they are now. So, while cash keeps going down, gold keeps going up. Similarly, other precious metals are also better than holding cash in the bank. If you are wondering how to gain gold exposure to your portfolio without buying physical gold, you can invest in gold ETFs. Gold ETFs are highly affordable investment vehicles which give you returns based on gold price movements without your having to hold physical gold. 2. Industrial commodities, raw materials. While scarcity is one reason why precious metals are so called precious, these have natural utility value also, and this makes them indispensable industrial commodities. For example, silver is used in the production of electronics, medical equipment, nuclear reactors, and whatnot. Similarly, other metals such as cobalt, nickel, and copper have high industrial demand due to their natural properties that can't be easily replicated by alternative materials. To draw a much clearer picture, since 2020, the demand for cobalt has skyrocketed. The biggest reason is its crucial use in producing batteries for electric vehicles. Commensurately, its prices have risen from US dollars 20,000 per ton in 2012 to US dollars 40,000 in 2022. That's a 100% increase in just 10 years. Therefore, having exposure to such raw materials can significantly boost your portfolio in high demand phases. However, not everyone can invest huge sums of money in acquiring raw materials, nor can we physically store them or find the right buyers. Therefore, investing in stocks of mining companies such as Rio Tinto, mining-focused mutual funds, or even derivatives such as futures and options are all great ways of gaining such exposure. 3. Safe haven currencies. In the current world of fiat currencies, where no currency is backed by gold, geopolitical stability is a crucial factor while investing your money. This is why the rich always keep their money in Swiss banks. Switzerland, having one of the world's strongest economic systems, offers a much more stable geopolitical environment. Therefore, the Swiss franc is considered a safe haven asset in times of turmoil and instability. We have seen this time and again. For example, during the Eurozone debt crisis in 2009 and in the global financial crisis in 2008, sizable funds flew from these countries to Switzerland to prevent wealth erosion due to currency depreciation. Also, the Swiss franc acts as a valuable alternative to the US dollar for international trade. For example, during the recent Russia-Ukraine crisis, when the US imposed sanctions on Russian energy trades, Russia executed trades in Swiss franc. Such events soared the demand for the Swiss franc, leading to its tremendous appreciation against all other currencies. In early 2023, 1 Swiss franc fetched 1.1074 US dollars, making Swiss franc holders multiply their wealth overnight. Therefore, superior currencies such as the Swiss franc, British pound, and Chinese yuan are a great store of value. But as not all of us can open Swiss bank accounts, currency ETFs and forex brokers such as forex.com help smaller investors gain currency exposure with as little as $100. 4. Sovereign guarantee. Have you ever looked at the dollar very closely? It has the words, "This note is legal tender for all debts public and private." Ever wondered what it means? Since 1971, when President Nixon abolished the gold standard, the dollar became the legal tender by US law. This made it valuable as a medium of exchange, and we started considering it a commensurate repayment for any good or service. Although no fiat currency in the world is backed by gold or any other physical asset, they are still considered to be backed by the full faith and credit of the government. In plain terms, your money is as stable as the government that backs it. This is why investing in sovereign guarantee is a valuable store of value. The government of any nation is always the last to default. If the government defaults, the whole nation will default, and no strong government will let that happen. Therefore, one of the safest ways of investing in sovereign guarantee is through government securities or GSECs. However, only stable government GSECs with investment-grade credit ratings are advisable. Remember 2009's sovereign debt crisis in Greece? IMF, Eurogroup, and ECB had to bail the company out of its debt multiple times. Therefore, a government's global strength should always be considered while investing in GSECs. In the US, you can invest in treasury bills, notes, and bonds to gain sovereign guarantee exposures. These offer better returns than keeping money in the bank. Also, they are backed by the US government's strength in the global economy. Small investors can buy treasury securities directly from the government through the Treasury Direct portal or from the secondary market. 5. Value stocks and mutual funds. Treasury investments definitely provide a better return than cash. However, because of low risk, they offer lower returns than stocks. And while low risk is a crucial investment criterion, for risk-averse investors, higher returns are sought by almost all investors. And stocks are a great way of achieving that. Also, not every stock is equally risky. In fact, the stock market is broadly divided into two types of stocks: value stocks and growth stocks. Growth stocks, such as technology stocks, are riskier because they deal in ideas and technologies that have a high failure potential. However, value stocks, such as Nucor, which deals in industrial metals, are less risky due to established demand for the foreseeable future. Therefore, value stocks with strong fundamentals not only provide steady and stable price appreciation, but also provide stable dividends. However, researching the fundamentals of each and every value stock can become very time-consuming and cumbersome for average investors. Therefore, dividend-focused mutual funds, such as the Vanguard High Dividend Yield Index Fund Admiral shares, with a stable dividend-paying history, are ideal and affordable investment vehicles for retail investors. 5. Land and real estate. Accountants consider land as a non-depreciable asset for a very valid reason. It is scarce and always in demand. Since the beginning of time, land has been one of the most valuable resources in the world. We need land for homes, schools, factories, agriculture, and commercial spaces, among others. And with a growing human population, its demand will never fall. Similarly, residential homes, office spaces, and commercial properties built on the land are also always in demand. Therefore, both land and real estate act as excellent inflation hedges in your investment portfolio. To look at some numbers, according to a Bloomberg study, housing prices have tripled between 1992 and 2020s, despite a huge dip during the 2008 housing bubble. Therefore, having real estate exposure always comes in handy when the dollar starts losing value. However, most small investors only think of getting into real estate much later in their lives because they only think of real estate in terms of the house they live in. While owning a fully paid-up home is a net worth goal for when you are in your 40s, having a slice of the retail property market is recommended at every age. Also, against the most common belief, you don't need to have a lot of money to gain real estate exposure. You can invest in REITs, or real estate investment trusts, which are similar to mutual funds, but for real estate. One of the most popular REITs in the US is Ventas Inc., VTR, which invests in healthcare real estate, including senior housing, research facilities, hospitals, among others. Or else you can borrow to own rental properties. Your rent will take care of the expenses and mortgage payments, and also bring you some profits. 6. Collectibles. Vintage cars, rare art pieces, handcrafted luxury handbags, limited edition watches, and even the first edition of iconic books fall into this asset class. In the case of a regular car, the price depreciates by half the moment you put it on the road. However, the math works in reverse for vintage cars. Like wine, they get more valuable with time. In fact, according to Autocar, a 1955 Mercedes-Benz 300 SLR Uhlenhaut Coupe was sold in 2022 for an eye-watering 135 million euros. Only 2 such cars have ever been produced, and therefore they are considered rare collectibles by car connoisseurs. Similarly, in 2017, Leonardo da Vinci's most controversial painting, Salvator Mundi, was bought for a massive $450 million at a Christie's auction by a Saudi prince. The reason why the rich spend significantly high amounts of money on limited edition products is that these unique pieces are timeless repositories of value. They can fetch an unimaginably high price if you find the right buyer. However, for average investors, investing in collectibles can feel like a distant dream. Therefore, online marketplaces such as Whatnot are fantastic options for selling rare baseball cards, comic books, action figures, and much more. And if you can't buy the whole thing, you can even invest in partial ownership of collectibles on platforms such as Convi and Masterworks.
Forgot we was there for a
Put,
second.
me back.
Grand
Put me
Rising,
back.
Grand Rising. How'd you guys like it?
All right.
Good stuff, right? Ah, Sookie, that's what's up. Grand Rising family, we are on today to share a little about, share a lot actually about uh, what you just heard.
Now, what do you guys really think? Because I mean, we always hear go to, like I was telling you earlier. They always say go put your money in the bank, let your money grow and invest in the bank.
I'm
But
sorry,
now,
did y'all take the list? Did y'all do a list? I swear,
ah,
I tell y'all every time you get on, you're gonna have to get a pen and a paper. You never know. Pen and paper. And I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off, but I was excited. I was like, I'm sitting here still writing. And I mean, seriously, he did, when he was talking about that cash, I was like, But
mm,
actually, I know what he is talking about when it comes to government or sovereign backed currencies.
mm-hmm,
And we can have that conversation on our Wednesday, right? What
mm-hmm.
is it? What's a sovereign backed currency? Well,
We
like
can
I
tell
said,
you, but
well, I ain't telling nobody nothing. We gonna do it. You know what I'm saying? We do the research together. Me telling you is like whispering in your ear and you just walk off. So the problem is that we don't see this. And what we don't see, we don't get to truly appreciate. I'm excited. Chris, thank you so much. Grand Rising, we got some folks on, some love in the house. We got Chris, our brother Chris, and Miss Kim. Hi, Miss Kim Griffin. How you doing? I want to just share with everybody, we have people that are just committed to the process of learning, and not only that, but committed to the process of contributing to learning. Mr. Thomas, I want you to really look at that because that's what people can see.
okay.
Yeah, that's the kind of thing. Because I want everybody to see us. I want everybody to be on. I want to be on screen. You know what I'm saying? Um, and the fact is this: I want us to make sure we drive this home. All that you saw, was that the one from Robert Kiyosaki, though?
No, that was not.
Oh,
That's wealth. That's from a company
are you
called Wealth.
sure?
That's Wealth Rebuilder. That's Wealth Rebuilder. It's not Robert Kiyosaki.
Okay, I was thinking that was one of
But
his videos.
that's what I thought initially when I saw it. I
Uh
thought,
huh.
oh, yeah, that's Robert. But no, this is Wealth Rebuilder. It
See,
really,
I think what happens is that what they were trying to explain is that I thought it was Robert Kiyosaki because he popped out of the gate with gold. I'm saying, but you know what I'm saying. I do. We do what we
God's
do.
money.
God's money. When he said it's God's money in the beginning, that's what I'm talking about,
Uh,
baby. I was like, yeah, I stick with God's money first.
we don't. And they said something that really I don't think about. We don't really think about platinum coming into the space too often, but platinum is very much a rare metal and a solid metal for saving and investment.
Platinum is expensive.
Yeah, it is.
But I do realize that just like everything else, every other thing you can buy it in portions, in small increments. And that's the thing. Most of y'all think y'all got to be able to buy a whole ounce or something. No, you don't. The only
Gotcha.
thing I would suggest right now, if you want to buy in a whole ounce, is silver. Silver's like $67. Come on, y'all gotta be kidding me. How many times have you spent $67 this last week? Matter of fact, yesterday. Yesterday was Sunday. I want you to think how many times you spent $60. You see what I'm saying?
Dinner, lunch, grocery
Coffee,
shopping.
grocery shopping for that extra stuff you really like and you really didn't need. But wait, how far back would one coin put you at a time? One of the things that I realize is a topic that people want to bring up is how much do you need to have, right? Y'all have that question. How much silver and gold do I save? How do I sell it? Who do I? Wait, why are you selling it?
If you're leveraging it,
If
why?
you're gonna get into it, you need to figure out how to move it. You know what I'm saying? What was the point of buying something if you don't know how to move it? Literacy. That's financial literacy. It's not a it's not this mystical, magical, oh my God, voodoo voodoo thing. It's
Right.
just simple training and education.
And then you got to start having conversations with other people who have silver because they give recommendations.
Not only that, the community always bring. It's not just recommendations. You want to get advice from folks who are doing this normally, like naturally. It's a conversation with them on a regular basis. Most people, I think I get kind of razzed about the fact that I don't put out a lot of this. It's because all of those people who put out a lot of this information like that, they get ignored. I want you to think about how many people got something going on around some financial blah 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 that you see often, and you click past.
You call it white noise.
We are not white noise. We don't promote, oh, go get this, go get that, go this, y'all see this, y'all see that. Finally, I'm going to tell you the same thing Robert Kiyosaki says. When you start talking like a millionaire, billionaire, what do you think you are going to do? He says, bottom line, gold and silver, God's money, right? But the fact of the matter is, his first thing he says is financial literacy. Before you buy anything, invest in your financial literacy.
You have to learn.
Before the first dollar goes out, invest in your financial literacy.
What do you know about which financial literacy? What have you been taught, and how much of what you've been taught has actually benefited you? The first thing you got to ask yourself.
And I just want to be real clear. I'm not selling a course. I'm telling you what we do works. We've been working this for 8 years. I ain't going nowhere. It's just getting bigger and building wider. The word it became more now it's more effective. It's right in your face. My question is, what steps are you taking? What steps will you take next to get started with what you're talking about? Now, when Robert Kiyosaki says invest in your financial literacy, how many of y'all started businesses to make money? That's finance. How many business owners y'all see go in and out of business quick? It's not because the market wasn't there for them, it was their financial literacy. They didn't know what they didn't know. They did know that they were struggling, and they didn't seek the answer why they were struggling. Because I'll share something with you about about financial literacy and most about how most people think. I'm talking statistics about businesses. I'm not telling you my opinion. This is statistical. What is it they say? 75% of new small businesses go out of business within the first year. They don't make it past 4 quarters. Why? You took a loan. First of all, you have big plans.
Big
All
money.
you added to your plan was supplies, maintenance. They spent the money. Yeah, they did. They spent the money, made some money, paid your taxes, and you got to go rinse and repeat. Where is your investments? Where is your growth fund? Where's your emergency fund? Now, I'm talking about a business structure, right? Where's that in your household budget? Because you work every day.
Your house is your business.
Thank you. If you don't run your household like a business, you broke and going broke at every moment. You are in jeopardy of poverty, of extreme poverty. Did y'all know that? You know why? Because you haven't sat down to figure out why the money keeps flowing out. Why the more work and hard work and hours I put in, I seem not to be able to. It's time. That is a lack of financial literacy. It's not something you did, it's something you're not doing. And now that you know and you heard, some of y'all don't want to hear this. Some of y'all don't want to hear this. You know why? Because it hurt. The truth hurts.
And sometimes the truth don't taste real good.
Child, let me tell you something. Nothing changed for me until I took the bitter truth for what it was. It was me. I had to point the finger in the one direction. I couldn't go, it's your fault. Because I wouldn't have my accounts. Ladies, y'all get where I'm coming from? Gentlemen, you can't go, it's her fault. She made me feel some kind of way. because you won't have your accounts.
And you can't say your woman made you spend money that you didn't have.
You weren't
You weren't
financially
prepared.
live. You look. I'm gonna share
Uh,
something with you. My
uh,
favorite book, baby. My favorite book. What's my favorite book, Al?
the richest man in Babylon.
Why that's my favorite book, Al?
Because it tells it all. The 7 rules for filling your purse.
And
And
one of
keeping
those is learning not to be influenced by anybody's emotional baggage. One of those is to be able to recognize that their money has no feelings and it will not come back. So you have to make good decisions with your finances. You need financial literacy. You know, what was happening in Babylon at the time that this made sense, that this whole part story was.
Oh well, one of the things that make
Don't go too deep.
yeah, okay.
Don't go too deep. He liked to tell a story.
At one time, Babylon was the richest city in forever, but for a period of time,
It's known around the world.
there were only a few people maintaining the wealth, and the masses couldn't figure out what to do. So the king had this one gentleman by the name of Arcad, yeah,
Arcad.
kind of Arcad coming in and said, begged him to teach.
He did not beg him.
You
The
know,
king did not beg
he
him.
summoned him
Because I
to.
was gonna say, y'all gotta recognize, a king is a king. He don't beg nobody.
No,
You understand?
he
He
wanted to.
incentivized him.
Yeah,
And one of the things that I like the most is because kings can order at that time in Babylon. Kings could order anything, including your death.
yes.
He did not decree it. What he did was he had a conversation. He started to notice that with all of the wealth, if you started to notice that all the wealth was creeping out, wouldn't you want to know where the source was? What was the missing? Well, what was the missing was you had one man who figured out the source, and a bunch of people who didn't know how to keep it going, because at one time Babylon was flourishing.
Yes, it was.
I mean, the whole town, everybody sales, people selling. You had shop
Sales,
owners. There was a lot of
construction.
construction, building, because they were building. Because that's what you do when you have cash flow. You build. You know what the problem was? The problem was is that those were not ways of maintaining, sustaining wealth. Two, not enough people knew about wealth. They knew about work. They knew about jobs. They knew about income, but did not know about wealth building, sustenance, to sustain your wealth. And when I say this man was wealthy, y'all got to get it. I think sometimes we don't get the visual. And I want you guys to get this book because the book is on Amazon. It's on Amazon. You can buy it. It's on YouTube. You can listen to it. Totally free. Turn it on in your car. I love listening to this because I'm still getting nuggets.
And if you haven't listened to it in a while, get it again.
You need to start listening
Read it
to it.
again.
You know why? I want to share something with you. Why did we connect the emotional part to this? Because you no longer have anyone else to blame when you have the keys. It's up to you to turn the key yourself. That's why we teach financial literacy. Our whole system is based out of two concepts: the richest man in Babylon and stone soup. That's what our business is built out. That's how we built the basis of P2G. We're built on the connectedness of people to be able to add to a pot that feeds all, and everyone getting divine knowledge for self. Having the keys to never have to depend on someone else for you to thrive and survive.
The basis is simple. The the activity that it takes is consistency.
You have the University of YouTube. My question is how many of y'all are using that to improve yourselves? How many know how to put it in order so that it doesn't feel like you're being run on different paths? That's why we created P2G, because we got tired of following this one, following that one, that one, that one, that one, that one. I discovered something about learning, and this is for my learners, the ones who feel like I have a hard time. Technology is not something I do, because y'all say this out loud to me, and I tell you all the time, if you and I are doing this, you are further along than you think. So I need your words to align with the activities that are happening in your house.
And that's another thing. Your words don't always align with your actions. And I can speak from direct interaction of myself sometimes. I say I want to do things, and it don't get. I put it on the back burner. I put it to the side. I'll say I'll get to it, and then all of a sudden you forgot what you said you were going to get to, and then a couple of days later it comes back up. Oh damn, I never got to it.
Exactly. But you know what? My question is, are you still paying your bills and finances every day, all the time? So you got to think about why you would not take the time, put the time into learning to manage them so that you can have long term growth, as opposed to taking the time to figure out how much you're spending this week. What you want to do with your money when you get it.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all see it? This is a different mindset. It's a different action. And it doesn't take a couple of minutes. Perfect example. I love this. So how many of y'all are on Duolingo? Anybody on Duolingo here? Go ahead and give me a bubble or whatever. Y'all can just send it up, something like that. Y'all can say I am. I am on Duolingo. Now, mind you, I like playing with Duolingo because it teaches me a little bit about. I'm learning like 5 languages now. I'm really excited. I can't tell you really everything about them because I'm still getting the concept. But I've been on Duolingo for about a year and a half now. I have a 151 day. Let me just confirm this because Duolingo's on my phone. I'm gonna tell you how bad I was at keeping track of my Duolingo. Okay, I'm gonna tell you. I got this app. I play with it almost every day, and a lot of times, 131. It's 131 days strike. Now,
Okay.
I can see it. See, I can see it. Now, I didn't even know what that meant. At my 80-day strike, in this strike right here, meaning 80-day habit, just opening Duolingo every morning for 80 days, 15 minutes, I had learned a portion of, what is it, 3 of the languages I know now. I'm learning now. I can't say no, but I'm learning. Now, with that, I didn't know what 80 meant. I just knew it was at the top. Do you know it took a shop owner, a shop girl who was working with me in the store when I was picking up something to tell me, she was like, "Oh, you got 80 days." I was like, "What you talking about?" She saw my phone because I was paying for my item. So she saw my phone. She says, "Wow, you're so dedicated." And I was like, "What? What are you talking about?" Duolingo, you got 80 days of consistency. Why somebody else had to tell me I got 80 days of consistency playing in an app, learning a language slowly, building my vocabulary in another language, but I can't do that for 15 minutes in my finances so that I can change how my life goes?
Funny thing is, you can put most people put 15 minutes in playing games that do nothing for them.
Yes.
To take a break, to get away, to hide.
You all don't even know the habits that you keep. I love that I know now that I have a 131 day strike. That means that I've been committed. By the way, Duolingo finally, and this is not an advertisement for Duolingo in any way. I'm just letting y'all know, come join me. I'm having a lot of fun. But at the same time, and do the free. Do the free. Assistant works the free. I like working stuff for free. Y'all know my favorite price is $3.99. Anyway, the fact of the matter is, these little things can give you great wealth of knowledge, information that is usable. I am learning Chinese, Japanese, and I'm going into Korean because I really like that one. I like the dialect. Spanish, French. I'm learning chess and music. Yeah, they just got new other bots. You can also learn math at different levels.
Ooh.
Sweetie, let me tell you, and that's just Duolingo's free. Now, while they promote the hell out of the paid, it's okay. I'll keep earning my free coins. Y'all get that? I'm earning my education now. This is where we're at in the world. Where are you guys now? Where are you at? Whereas you can earn the skills I can go into other countries now. I can interact internationally, and I live in New York. I'm in the baking pot, baby. We here, we stirring it up. We got all the nations. So I'm listening when I go to Chinatown, because I go to Chinatown. Anyway, I do not go to Chinatown a lot. Anyway, when I go into my favorite restaurant, I am now looking at the actual international menu, and I'm seeing what words I can make out. I'm listening. I'm listening. Oh, that's not right. Anyway, I'm listening now, and I can hear a different way. the world is open to me a whole nother way.
Mm-hmm.
You got to get out the box that is English. You got to get out the box that is America
Now, mind you,
or China or or England or Canada or wherever you think, because if we don't start expanding ourselves, not just financially, culturally, you stuck. You understand what I'm saying? You want to be a part of the multi-trillion-dollar industry. People are like, oh, black people, we influence billions and trillions of dollars. Yeah, for who?
all the other nations,
Because you can't speak their language and they learned yours. Come on, somebody, work with me.
and she's
Come
right.
on, somebody. They
Every
are willing to
country,
learn yours, but you don't know theirs because you
every
can't do
country
theirs.
teaches English, but America will dumb down everybody else. No, you don't have to learn because everything is done in America in English.
In English. So
But
they speak another language around you and
yeah.
charge you at the highest price. Konnichiwa.
Mm.
Learn something. It's time to expand your mind. First of all, if you're complaining that you're broke, you're only broke because you don't know how yet to get out. That's called financial literacy. That's what you're seeking. That's all. It's no biggie. It's just you need to know good sources. That's the other thing about the richest man in Babylon. Seek unto good counsel,
Mm-hmm.
because you'll make mistakes that will be very costly, but they will be a learning experience. Why have the learning experience if you could get it right the first time? That's why I love this book. I am not looking for anybody that they don't show results. I don't do classes without showing results. People be in my class talking about, Shiva, is that really her wallet? Yeah. Yeah, you don't get a dummy wallet. I can give you a dummy wallet. We'll show you how to open up your first wallet. No problem.
Very
Too
easily.
sweet. But when you're inside, and this is not my main wallet. It's not gonna be everything I own because I will never teach you to do that. See, we're teaching people how to diversify from pennies to gold, to have very small amounts that not only build up, but you are a part of it. Too many of y'all have been taught to set it and forget it, give it to somebody else's hands who are professional. How many of those pros make you feel confident that when you walk away from your job, that you ain't got to worry? You shouldn't even feel that way right now. You should actually start realizing that there are certain steps that you have got to take. What are some of the other things? My daughter just asked me this, and it's so crazy. Why do I teach her stuff that strangers have to tell her about, and she comes home and asks me like I never said it?
Well, let me put it this way.
That's still going on, y'all.
My thing is that I don't care where she hears it from, but wherever she
Where she's
got it
getting
from, she brought it back home so we can have a conversation.
Her words out loud to me were, Mom, what are your next life plans? I said, at first I was a little concerned. I ain't gonna lie. I was like, okay, why you asking? She's like, do you have an insurance policy? What? I said, do you? She says, no. And I was talking to one of my customers at the store, and they was telling me about, yeah. I love my baby. Because when she gets it, she gets it. Y'all see, I don't force.
Yeah.
You can't force people. You just push them in the other direction. Now she wants to know, now is the time for the conversation. We're not here to force the conversation of financial literacy with you. We're here to share with you that that's the missing and the answer to the question. The prayers that you keep having to God, He's been putting in front of you. You just have to be willing to listen
And
and
accept
know
them the
that
way they come.
exactly. Accept, know that that's what it is.
That's how it's coming.
Every time I try to pray and then avoid, I have trouble. You know why? Because he never let me down. Y'all keep thinking this is religious. I'm trying to tell you, this on a spiritual level you don't understand. It's one that you all were born with, but y'all were taught to put away because somebody has a purpose for your life other than you. And I'm not talking about the man that made you, the creation that made you. I'm trying to tell you, there's a group of people on this planet that got a purpose for you because you ain't got one.
Because they got a purpose, and their whole idea is to tell you, don't worry, since you don't have nothing, we got you.
No problem. You're built in.
You are what they
Your
call.
government, your state
You're an
is the
employee.
first one. You are not an employee. You are a tool. You are a tool. You are their tool. And the question is do you think that a lack of a plan means that there ain't no plan in place?
That is not the
Stop
case.
it. Talk about it.
That is not ever
Talk
the case.
about it.
Because there's been a plan from, look, the first plan that we mostly talk about in this show is, uh, ni- uh, what is it? Blah, blah, blah. Excuse me, I'm having a
Go
blood
for
in
it.
front. 1913, Jekyll Island, meeting, banks, centralized banking.
Oh, it goes deeper than that.
Yeah,
You
but
know
that's the
that.
first one we usually talk about.
Just because we
It
talk
doesn't,
about it doesn't mean that's the first plan of your life.
oh
First plan
no,
of your life was when you were born in the hospital. Did you know that? It started when you were born.
yes,
Oh my God, the ticker was amazing. It started when you were born. You don't even understand the value put on your life by people who are spending on you. Money
absolutely.
you ain't even got to spend. Y'all don't have a
Not
credit,
spend, not spending,
but
trading on
somebody
you.
is trading on you. You know what I'm saying? Do you know that? People go, oh, here she goes talking about that sovereignty thing again. Well, my thing is that you don't have to ever talk about it, but it's still happening. I don't
Yeah,
have it. Don't because I don't say it. Don't mean it don't happen. Because you don't want to hear it. Don't mean it don't happen.
guess what? And it's funny, just recently, we got a whole bunch of new Social Security numbers created from naturalized individuals. Guess what?
Ooh.
We have new money, fresh money coming right in. But
Why do you think that someone be? Ah, we ain't going down that way. Y'all better bring your butts on Saturdays. Saturdays at 7 p.m. We are together having this discussion in depth. I don't tell you what I don't show you, but I don't show you on Breakfast with the Thomases. You come to class. That's where financial literacy comes from.
absolutely.
And we that's a free offering. So go to the website and go look up our Sunday schedule. Because most of y'all thinking, Miss Ruby, I can't find it. It's a big old flyer. It looks something like this. I'll share with you. It looks something like that. If you go on the website, or even better, take a picture. Take a picture because right here is the Zoom up at the top. You got the Zoom and ID, and you have the code to get in the room.
Yes, indeed, yes,
Too
indeed.
many of us don't realize that you have got the only thing missing in your life is something that you control completely: financial literacy. Where you get your information. The reason we send you to the book, The Richest Man in Babylon, is because it's going to break up some of the mentality that you have. It's going to point out some of the portions that have been holding you back. Those things that those ideals that we get running through our family history. Oh, you got it this and you got it that, and you don't forget to take care of your family. How do you take care of a family and you can't take care of yourself? My
Exactly.
mothers, parents, my ladies out here, my single mothers, what
Yes,
are
yes, yes.
you training your children to do that will help them support you in your later years? Because some of y'all got some unrealistic, and ladies, or my adult women, I want y'all to realize our mothers got some poor information planted into them. We had some ideals that we didn't even know how to support. And some of us still do it. We want your millionaire kids, but you ain't got a millionaire mama that make that happen. We
Mm-mm.
didn't know nothing about pushing them in the direction of good information because we didn't have it ourselves. What do? We have to seek unto good counsel. And
God.
I ain't talking about your pastor. He ain't giving it up. He not gonna give you the freedom, the steps to freedom, because he's not free. Your pastor needs you to survive. Now I tell you right now, I'm not anti-church, not anti-pastor, not anti-anything. I'm telling you to seek unto good counsel. You have to find people who are doing what you want to do,
Look,
that's doing it successfully,
this
to
isn't.
counsel them.
This is not a religious conversation, but it's been said many times. If you want to know the steps to freedom, go through Proverbs. Go to Proverbs, look it up, do the
It's
research.
all over the Bible. Thank you.
Just keep it simple.
Yeah.
Those who are Bible swingers, go to Proverbs, start reading from the beginning to the end. Over 119 different chapters. You can find any answer you need to find.
See, one of the things we share with you, P2G tends to be growing in ways that we never expected. One of the biggest things is our ministry is coming, and I can say that now. Oh my gosh. Okay. P2G is currently creating a prosperity ministry, and it is interfaith, so anyone can join from whatever you are, whatever you believe on this planet. You're welcome to join us. You want to get more information, connect with the website. It's interfaith. We are here to share with folks that this information is not hidden. It's not something you have to be professional. We are not financial advisors. This is not financial advice. This is financial literacy. It is a big difference and it's for the individual. It is how you empower yourself and embolden yourself to strengthen your household over generations. But that never happens if you keep waiting for the kids to do it. If you
Oh,
keep waiting for the husband to do it, if you keep waiting for the wife to do it, if you keep waiting for to meet the right person, to meet the right opportunity, to meet the this, too many things, too many things, and they're all the things you are capable of doing.
you have to see you doing it before they see themselves doing
Exactly, and just I love it because, like I told you, my daughter came in the door with a question that I'd already answered, so I'm excited because now we can talk. Y'all see that?
it.
It's a
Because she's
big
ready
difference.
for it.
She's ready for a conversation. She wants to know how, mom, what are the plans that I have to be? She just took responsibility on her own. My question of how many of y'all have a conversation that someone is going to lean into as opposed to running from? Would you like one? Let's talk about it. We will see you on Wednesday in the evening.
Absolutely.
But before we see you on Wednesday in the evening, I want to say grand rising to everybody and just I got to shout out the people in the room. Hi, Miss Dreamy, we see you. We got some shout out and Trap Lamont. How you doing? We was up in here. Uh, what? Oh, good lord. He got some nonsense.
Yeah, that's it.
Okay.
Okay. Well,
He had some things to say. Unfortunately, we can't put that up there because he be cussing, and I don't do that all day.
you got a whole
All
lot
right.
of it too.
He had a lot of cussing, so we got to work with the folks where they at. Now we have Dreamy in the house. How you doing? Hi, baby girl. We got some folks here on. So we are on so many streams today. We're on Clapper. We're on stereo, and we got Dreamy in the house, and several folks pulling
Singles
through.
1, 2, 3
I
in
got
the
my
building.
girls in the house. Let's do it. Let's do it.
You saw Cat up there, right?
Oh, I see several. Hold up a second. We got to get that love in the house. Miss Kim got on. Our brother Chris got on. And Chris, look, I'm trying to tell y'all, I needed somebody to really do this thing because we're fundraising for the kids. I need y'all to realize what you give, we give forward. We don't ask and we don't beg. We pay. We pay for your donation.
Yep.
We pay in not only that, but we pay in knowledge and practice that you can use to make money. So what we have is we have a program that we're doing on Sundays. Now the last master class, the next master class is until what, 6 days? Oh my God.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm scared. I got to do a master class on the road, and I'm kind of excited about that. Let's do it. 8 p.m., 7 p.m. in the evening to 9. We had a ball. When I say ball, I mean bomb diggity ball, to where I was able to create products. I told y'all I work with AI and I absolutely love it because it breaks down the learning process. Let's do it, people. We got to get in the house. Everybody who donates to this process, you're actually doing a donation. It's not a payment, it's a donation. And it's there to help others who are in need, children who are in need to learn with their families about cryptocurrency. Now, I'm gonna come in the house and I'm gonna say, Chris, thank you so much for being on. The product that with content that we were able to create can actually be for those who can't get on Sunday. You will be able to purchase what you call to purchase the I guess not just the replay. You actually have a entire learning suite that came out of that because of it. I was able to use AI. It's what I do. I teach AI building in our 12-week program, but I use AI building to build the lesson plan and I show folks what's available. Come on now, y'all.
I saw it. It was amazing.
This is so fun. Chris, I want to say thank you because you did exactly what you said. Not only did he come to the program, I also sent him the assets that were created out of his program. And it was just, he loved it. He was like, oh my God, I'm eating it up. And when I saw what AI could do with our actual session, it blew me away. So you guys, 49 bucks is nothing. Y'all spend that on lunch in a day between transportation and eating a meal or buying stuff you don't need, you don't want or need later. How about you have an asset that keeps you making money? So we're here to teach people how to move small businesses, individual entrepreneurs, how to move into this new crypto age, how to do business and find each other.
Yes, indeed. Come on.
So if I'm gonna teach you how to do that, you can't pay it forward to somebody else. Get on this. Don't let me have an empty class on Sunday because if that class is empty Sunday or you haven't purchased that classroom asset, then what you doing? That's for everybody. It's not just for your business. It's for your side hustle. It's for you how to deal with your job. Come on now, you got to be kidding me. I mean, It's going to show you, and I love it because it shows you not only how to get money, but how to distribute it so your business keeps growing financially, utilizing crypto. Come on. I never thought that it would come out this way because when I put my stuff together, I'm very mindful. The parts that I put together are very mindful. I build. But you know what? Sometimes I get surprised. And I want you guys to really enjoy this.
See, one thing you got to
Come
realize.
on, I got to give love. Go ahead, keep talking about go give
But
love.
people, you know, you when you have a business, you have to, your business has to fund itself. So it has to have a funding source and a cushion below it to keep sure it keeps going.
Yes.
Just like you have an emergency fund, your business should have an emergency fund.
Y'all don't even have emergency funds. And we're going to teach you how to break it down. Because what you do for one, you bet to do for the other. And I need y'all to realize that. What you do for one had better show up
in both houses.
In both houses. We've got to learn that it's not different. Your business, your job, nothing is different than what should be taking place in your house. And your house is the foundation. What you do at home, you will do in the world, and the success will be yours. Now, on Wednesdays, we have 2-part session. It's crypto and business. These two are the introduction to that masterclass. The masterclass is only going to be for the rest of the month of August.
Yep.
Because we are planning to launch the new website soon. So we're going to be focused on that. And I mean, really putting it hard because we have more, I guess we have more than we expected than the 12-week class. I'm not kidding. We have way more than our 12-week class goes. And there's so much to learn and so much assets in place. Oh my God, it's crazy that you can actually get from this. Now, see, why are we doing this? Why, Miss Ruby, why are you doing this? I've changed how I make my living since 2020. I quit my job. I stopped doing what I used to do. Why? Because I used to work my day job and I used to teach financial literacy at night. And I realized which one the world was moving in the direction of. Don't quit your job.
That's not what she's saying.
I opened a business to do what my job did. It provided the cash flow to do this. Without cash flow, you can't grow at all. Until your cash flow starts becoming automated and you start building your assets up, you have to be at that job. But do you have to be miserable? No, you don't. Do you have to be broke? No, you don't. Do you have to take their payment as the bottom line? No, you don't. And you never had to. But what's missing?
Financial literacy.
What's missing? Come on, y'all put it up. I want everybody to either say it, type it, whatever. What's missing?
Financial literacy. Come on.
That's it. Because we got to take the monkey off our back. The burden part of living life. You got to find the magic in life again. You used to be a kid that ran around with dreams and aspirations. The only thing that stops you now is that child was taught that work is hard, not fun.
Yeah, they put the word grind on it all the time.
Yes, work is hard, not fun. No, work is work, and it builds you. Work is part of it's a muscle you extend in the world.
Yes, it is.
That's it. And as you begin to extend those muscles, you're going to have these things that you got to learn. There's new information the world is changing. You got to keep up, right, babies? That's what we got to do. And so I'm just going to leave y'all with this one thing, okay?
I got a nugget when you're done.
I know you do. I know you do. I just want to leave you with this one thing. You are always in control. No matter what has happened in your life, you are always in control, and today you are in control. I know it seems like you're spiraling. I know that you don't know what to do with all these bills. It's just you. Not anymore.
Nope.
You know something that you didn't know before. Run with it. Lean into it. Because until you lean into that which God himself has been trying to, him, her, itself, been trying to actually relay to you,
put on your doorstep,
give you as your gift, that blessing you begged for. I'm going to tell y'all right now, the last thing you want to say today is thank you and call it a day. Stop begging because you're answered. I'm not the answer. What's the answer, everybody?
Again. Financial literacy.
is always the key. Has always been the key. We love you, Mr. Thomas. He got to give you his love. Don't you ever go
Now, I
out.
love you guys. Just piece of nugget for you. I want you to look back at every raise you got over the last 5 years. Tell me what you did with it. Did you put it to good use, or did you add it? You just raised your cost of living a little bit higher because you got more things that you didn't use. That's it for me. Love you guys.
We ain't going nowhere. We got 5 minutes.
Oh, okay, right.
Cause where we here going?
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Well.
I ain't done. Cause we got stuff to do, don't we?
Oh, yeah.
We're gonna talk about a couple of things. I want to get. We gonna talk about vocabulary, okay? First of all, let me make sure I'm really clear about something. Vocabulary. Your vocabulary does not ever have the words extra money in it anymore. Take that out your vocabulary today. You don't have extra money. All your money has a purpose.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all got that?
Put it to work.
All your money got a purpose. There's no such thing as extra money. That's a killer in your budget. You keep thinking that your overage, that little bit of extra you see, is extra money. No, that's gold, silver, crypto, land, something, anything. That's what that is. That's potential. Let's go to the next one. Grind, describing your job or your life, using the word grind to describe your job or your life. That's out. Get rid of that word right now. Why do we say grand rising? We say grand rising because there is no good morning. You do not mourn well. You woke up this morning. You woke up today in this day, right? So why are you mourning it?
Vocabulary 101. Come on.
The language you speak out of your mouth, you hear first. The words you say, you heard first, and they went the furthest with you. Others may not hear the words you say to yourself, but the one that it goes deepest with is you. So choose your words.
Choose wisely your words.
Yes, choose them wisely. Don't tell yourself you can. Ask yourself, how can you? Change the conversation. Be in a conversation with yourself. Some of y'all think it's crazy to talk to yourself. No, it's never been more sane. You've never been more sane when you can be with yourself and in a space of growth. Now, I'm not saying stay in that conversation because you're going to need to have that take you outside. But the fact is that you have to start talking to people. You have to hear other people's words and hear where they're coming from and hear their side of the world so that yours expands. This is not just literacy, it is financial literacy, it is emotional literacy, it is world literacy, it's spiritual literacy, it's every bit of the literacy you've been needing. Because you thought it was about going to school. When I talk about financial literacy, I don't want to go to no class. I hear it all the time. I don't want to do no math. I told my math teacher I would never do math after his class again. I ain't got to do this no more. Now I got to go say, I'm sorry. He was right. I was about one of the only two people.
That's right, Miss Kim.
He said two people were going to be, at least two people in his class were going to end up being a math teacher. The last person in the room was me to think that. I teach money math today. I teach you how to use basic math to change your life forever. Using digital skills, awareness of the financial digital world we live in, and how to use it. Crazy, right? Because I started out just a tech. I started out helping people fix computers. I run a tech company. Look it up. It's called Gotcha Techs. That's all we do. But Gotcha Techs learned one thing, that people weren't making mistakes because they're just not good at it. They're making mistakes because they didn't know something. They didn't know. And the only way for them to know is if somebody took the time to teach them. Mr. Thomas?
Look, all I know is this has been an amazing, amazing conversation.
Yes.
You guys have been so loving and giving. We appreciate you guys. Miss Kim, you always awesome.
And then your mind goes into racing, into how it can. It's going to race into that. So remember, if your mind's going to be racing anyway, you send it in the direction you want it to go. And with that, I'm not leaving until we say hey to my girl, because y'all better get on Wednesday. We have a amazing sister. One of my podcast babe sisters is coming in. Y'all know every time y'all see the podcast babes, it blows up. Y'all be on. Make sure you get on Wednesday morning at 8 a.m. for Breakfast with the Thomases. We are going to have Miss Catherine Kinsley doing her thing. Hi, Missy. How you doing? She in the audience today, baby.
I'm gonna be a fly on the wall. It's gonna be
He act like he a fly on the wall. He gonna be asking all the questions. He think he's slick. I'm gonna be able to chill out and just kind of let you guys get to know my chicas, the sisters that I have out here in the world. I told you I'm a sister of sisters, and I adopt sisters. And ask anybody who's ever come into our space, you are a sister of P2G. As soon as you get here, you are what we call ourselves. We the podcast babes and the black girls in Web 3. And we call ourselves what the hell we want, because we are the sisters that make the world go round. So you guys get on, come see what we've been up to, what we've been doing. Make sure that you get in, and don't forget to take a pen and paper, because I told y'all it was going to be bad. Run the replay on this one. You don't want to miss the list of the best items to keep. The financial items that you keep in a crash. Stop the nonsense. We love you and have fun with your life.
People make the world go round.
I told you not to do that. So
I love
y'all.
it,
Ooh, ba-da-da-da-da, ba-da-da-da-da, see you. Wake up and rise, open your eyes. It's breakfast with the Thomases, the ultimate prize. Mental wellness Monday, work it out Wednesday. Pay it forward Friday, we're seizing the day. Digital fire.